and their conquest would be far more difficult. So before striking with his armies, he used another weapon.
I should be on X-Files. I'm a reptile. What I spit is heat. I live in streets that pump more sand than Venice Beach. My fan base range from Spain out to Tennessee, Sicily, Italy, Nola, Pistol Pete. Mention me, you gonna be sleeping where the fishes be. Little Miss Thing gonna be missing for like 60 weeks. I flip your head back and reverse like a Missy beat. New strap.
Oh, nah, it ain't done yet. February 4th. They said the hardest thing to do in life is write a will.
Holla, what up, nigga?
Purchase your ticket to be in the building or catch it live on pay-per-view stream.
Propaganda barrage, to confuse, to make them lose faith, to divide and conquer.
All right, let's keep it going. This one's going to tie into the Tory confession a little bit. I did my last live. I spoke about Gervonta Tank Davis, right? He got locked up when I went the day I went live for episode 11. The accusations was that he hit another woman at a house that wasn't his, punched her in the face, allegedly. His mugshot was going around. Everybody's like, yo, this man's got a fight coming up in 2 weeks. Another boxer putting his hands on a woman. Sad. And I'm glad. I'm glad I said it that live. I said something to the effect of, you know, there's always 3 sides to a story. I'm telling y'all, if y'all ever think I'm not being fair, get at me in the chat and say, ARP, that ain't fair. I'm always going to try to be fair. I've seen so many situations where there's at least 3 sides to a story, right? And yeah, so when we spoke about that in episode 11, we was basically, you know, just saying the main point that I made was that if he did that, he's showing bad tendencies in his character, because we obviously saw with our own eyes what he did to that woman at that celebrity basketball game. That's on camera. You could YouTube that. They were sitting front row in front of 1,000 people. He walks up to, whether that was his BM or some woman that he was dating or whatever, grabs her by the throat and walks her ass to the exit in front of everybody. It's just like, what's up with you, dude? Like, so that already is going to put him in a light of like, yeah, he has those tendencies. So when a new accusation comes up, it's going to be hard for people to forget that he did that. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes. And sometimes deservingly so. Other times it's like, no, you know, you got to still give a person the benefit of the doubt. Let information come out. If it's at a legal level, due process, or go through the judicial system. Even sometimes they're wrong too. But in this particular situation, we don't need to wait for a judge. We don't need to wait for a jury. I think I got this one in my phone too. So here goes his BM. It's funny too, because I've come across her page before on Instagram too. Beautiful woman. Beautiful woman. Speaking of Instagram models, shout out to Aria Artiste. Go to the channel, check out our first of 3 pieces for our sit down. She has a lovely, lovely Instagram page. And, you know, I think it's cool to speak to an Instagram model and get her take on, you know, being on social media and being in a dating game with that type of following and people looking at you that type of way, etc., etc., etc. I want to do more of those. But anyway, so here's Gervonta Davis's BM's statement that she put on her story. And I heard sometime after this, I saw reports that she actually deactivated her IG because she was getting trolled and she was just getting cyber attacked so much. She said, I'm getting the fuck out of here. These past days have been hurtful and extremely exhausting for all parties involved. I pride myself on being extremely private. Sure about that? I've seen your page before. This situation was the last thing I wanted to be. I wanted to be made public. The state of our relationship has been in a fragile space, and Gervonta and I were both at fault for the argument. While the emotions were running high, I made an unnecessary call to the law enforcement in an intense moment while I was frantic. Gervonta did not harm me or our daughter. Now, I could do the whole, once again, ARP, be fair. Was she pressured into writing that? Did he, yo, you better, this lifestyle, your Instagram model ass got about to be over. You better clear my name. Possible. Once again, let's be realistic. It's possible. But some pictures came out too. He put up a picture with spit on his face. That's assault. That's assault. You know what I'm saying? Spit on his face. And shit on his toothbrush that she supposedly did. These are pictures that he put up after he made bail. Disgusting. I don't care how long I've been with a woman. I don't care what we share. I don't care if our lives is intertwined like this. I don't care if we share a multi-billion-dollar empire on some Jay-Z and Beyonce shit. Don't you ever fucking spit on me. Man or woman. You know how they say you don't slap a man, right? In the verbal category, you know, you got certain people that they willing to die and go lose their freedom over like suck my dick. You know what I'm saying? And even being called a bitch to certain people. You don't call him the B word, right? I don't put power in words like that. I go based on if it's in person and I feel any type of threat or it's at that level, I feel like I will always respond and react accordingly. Whether that's all the way up, mid-range, I could walk away, I could de-escalate, whatever the case may be, I'm going to react accordingly. But it's not going to be based on words. Not at this point in my life, especially. You know what I'm saying? Maybe when I was much, much younger, but I just don't put power in words like that. But when you talk about physical acts, you don't slap a man. You don't spit on somebody. There's just something about being spit on that is like one of the ultimate, to me. That's how that's just my personal shit. You tweet me all day long, yo, ARP, suck my dick. I'm gonna say, yo, you have a nice day, man. Like, whatever. I don't put power into words like that. You spit, you could be a fan. I could be walking in the morning. If you spit on me, I'm not gonna say on camera what I would try to do. There's something about being spit on. This man posted a picture, but it was even gross to see, but with just spit on him. You know what kind of respect you gotta have for it, or who the fuck do you think you are? To be arguing, to be fussing, because that's not a physical. Let's be smart here. Let's play lawyer for a second. None of us was there, but let's play lawyer or detective. I should say. Let's play detective for a second. There's no physical altercation that's going down, and you spit on somebody. If I grab a woman, if I'm throwing her around, if I punch her in the face, if I'm dragging her, some shit like that, she's not going to respond. But no. She's going to possibly be kicking or scratching or punching or running or some shit like that, right? I'm just imagining, because I've been in physical confrontations many, many times, not with women. Nobody thinks to spit in the midst of a physical confrontation. That sounds like an argument or some, you know what I'm saying? Just like she wrote on her shit. That's like, fuck you, nigga. Puh. What? And the toothbrush thing? This is why we can't jump out the window. Even though he did that shit in that basketball arena, we can't jump out the window, man. And that woman, she doesn't deserve the respect from anybody, especially other women. You get you, let's say hypothetically as a good man, you get you a good, successful man that tries to take care of you. You share a child together, right? We off the spit on them thing. But by your words, you make that phone call to the authorities and you say something happened that didn't, could never fuck with you again. Dare I say, people like that barely deserve motherhood. That's what pissed me off when I did that Megan live before the verdict. You're willing to put a man in jail. Why do you think that some of these street codes be like, yo, you don't wish jail on your worst enemy? Because I don't know how many of y'all in the chat have been in jail, let alone prison. No woman should stand for that. She should be, her followers shouldn't follow. I don't give a fuck what she look like, who she got a baby by, whatever. Her followers shouldn't follow her. Nobody should ever take her serious. Nobody should fuck with her. That's scum to me. You're willing to pick up the phone and put a nigga in jail falsely and wrongly. Fuck her. Fuck her, man. Yo, Tank, I wish Tank the best for his upcoming fight. Fuck her, man. They got a kid together, so I'm pretty sure you're gonna end up dealing with her to a degree. You know what I'm saying? But it's fucking disgusting. It's fucking disgusting, man. They don't deserve love. The system is a different world. Shaking my head, and some people don't understand that. Shout out to 87 Melanin again. How is she not locked up for false allegations? My God, Vaughn. That's the thing too. It's like you hear of situations where people get in trouble for like wrongly calling the police, or let's say you SWAT somebody, or let's say you call the fire department and there's no fire. You know, you play games with 911, pranks and shit. You should have your ass in jail behind that. The moment that she put this fucking this statement up, somebody should have knocked on her door and say, yo, come on down to the precinct. Let her go spend a night in jail now. Bail out, you know, somebody's mother. Let her learn the hard way though. Let her go spend a night in fucking jail just like him. It's disgusting. You don't ever call the police over an argument. Yeah. You tried at 2:15. Call the police over an argument. Nobody in this chat, no woman in this chat, no man in this chat that's had a serious relationship hasn't had an argument. It's impossible. It's impossible. There's been times where I've been seeing somebody for a long period of time. Like, let's say long, even though I said long period of time, right? I'm about to say like 4 or 5 months. And let's say no argument has happened. I'll be waiting for it. I'll be like, yo, what's it gonna feel like when it happens? What's it gonna be like when it happens? How are we both gonna respond when it happens? You know what they say about motorcycle riders? They say it's not if you go down, it's when you go down, because all motorcycle riders at some point take a fall. That happened to me too. That's what they say. They said that saying in a bike shop when I was buying my shit. I was like, damn, I got to fall, you mean? It's a must. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with like relationships. I know that's way off. That's not, going from motorcycles to relationships, but still a correct analogy. It's like, what strong relationship that has timing hasn't had a serious argument or a serious disagreement? You know what I'm saying? And we had one. We had a blow up. Now, even if it got intense, because I don't know what y'all definition of intense is, depending on the person. Some people are intense people. Some people have aggressiveness by nature. Intense could be in somebody's face. Intense, there might be some women or maybe some men in here that might think intense could be a little shoulder check or something. What, pass them? Yo, move. She's standing in your way. Yo, move. Because I don't want to go there. Get out of my way. Some people might believe in that. Some women might believe in that. He trying to walk away. You might grab him by a shirt. Where you going? Might be intense. You know what I'm saying, like, everybody feel that there's different levels before that real physical. You know what I'm saying? Like, and whatever your cup of tea is, it could be an intense situation. It could be an intense argument. It could be an intense moment. But relationships go through that. They go through it. Even fuck love relationships and go through it with your peoples. I don't have a close friend I haven't had an intense argument with. Somebody long enough is gonna happen. You know what I mean? So to see that's what you did when we had our moment, and you talking about our relationship has been fragile, so this isn't the first time. But you picking up the phone and you doing that, you shitting on my toothbrush and you spitting on my face, playing with my freedom. Nah, get her out of here.